Good afternoon.
Hello.
Welcome to the Must Love Yarn podcast.
That's right. It's Thursday afternoon. I think it's afternoon. Is it afternoon?
It
yet?
is. It is afternoon.
It's a little earlier than our normal recording time, though pretty close because we've been kind of just messing around here at the store.
Yeah. And there's probably going to be a little more background noise today just because there's other stuff going on.
Yep, there is.
But,
It's Thursday, the 19th of October, and it is the day before the beginning of the Rhinebeck weekend.
The day before.
The day before.
Dun, dun, dun.
Countdown. So by the time this loads, the rest of the Must Love Yarn crew will be on their way to Rhinebeck for Needles Up and Indie Untangled.
Yep. So those are the kickoff events before Rhinebeck.
Yep. And I don't even know what I'm doing today.
You can find all of the store on all kinds
going on today.
of social media, including Facebook, Instagram,
Twitter, Ravelry, World Wide Web.
Yep, our website.
That's mustloveyarn.com.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm Angela.
And I'm Kelly.
And you can find me out on the World Wide Web on Instagram and Ravelry as Junior Bird Kid.
And I'm on Instagram as Kelly O Spins, and I'm on Ravelry, that's the other one, as Kelly Spins.
We're a little rummy this
I
afternoon.
know. Well, I'm trying to think of like all the things I have to do before I head out. And so I've got this big long list running through my my brain. So.
And the stuff that she doesn't get done, I probably get to do tomorrow because I'll be here in the afternoon.
Right, and I'm just trying to remember all the stuff I have to take too, because there's
Right.
some things I actually have to bring.
Right. Truth right there. So, I think we're going to dive right in for our picks of the week this week.
We have more kits for you guys.
We do have more kits. Those seem to be very popular. People are enjoying them, and it's been so much fun for Kelly and I to watch the online sales with people using the coupon code. Like, it's great. So thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you guys for supporting us. We appreciate that very much. I think the 21 color hat and mitt kits, they end on Friday.
That ends tomorrow. So you still would have a little bit of
You
time.
have until midnight.
So
if you guys were interested in those, we do have them, a lot of them back in stock. And so they are still available. You can use the code that we gave 2 weeks?
2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago.
Yep.
And been doing the weekly pick at the very beginning of the episode, so you don't have to
You don't have to watch the whole thing.
have to rewatch the whole thing to get those codes. Last week we did the
wool stock
and the Licka needles.
Yep.
And so those are what's
still
happening.
available for another week.
Yes, and I do have more of the needles on order. I have 2 sets still of the regular 5-inch needles, interchangeable needles, in the black leather cases.
Okay.
I do have more of the denim ones on order. They'll most likely be in probably beginning of next week.
Okay.
So we will have more of those in stock, and we do have the little 3.5-inch needles. We do have those in stock.
Okay.
So,
Excellent.
And we still have some of the double point sets, and I think the crochet set is still available too.
Awesome.
So there are still some of those available, and there's more coming
Excellent.
if people want to take advantage of that.
And the code for that is at the beginning of last week's episode.
Yep. Yep.
So.
And the wool stock is a fantastic yarn. So if that was something that you're interested in doing, and those are just the individual colors
The
themselves.
50 gram skeins.
The 50, and I think I opened it to the 150s
Did you too?
too.
Okay. So all of the wool stock.
All of the wool stock. So that'll be good until next week.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent. And so I think my pick this week, I'm actually wearing it. So what am I wearing? This is the Be Sweet Diagonal Shawl. And it comes as a kit.
And it's a big rectangle.
It's huge.
And it's knit on the bias. So you get that kind of cool.
It's really light. I mean, it's clearly knit on giant needles.
Yeah, it's knit, I think, on 11s.
And it's, fuzzy yarn, and it's super fun.
Yeah, and you can use it in a lot of different seasons.
So
and we've got quite a few colors in stock too.
We do. I just grabbed a couple of them. So this is the one that I think actually matches the one that I am wearing.
Yep.
But we also have, like, I picked up this one because look at those fun colors.
I know, those are super cute.
That would be so awesome. So we have these kits. This is a lace weight baby mohair.
Mm-hmm.
So super fun. I think these retail for $78 the kit, and the pattern comes with it. So with the coupon code, which we will tell you in just a bit as we make it up, because that's how we roll. You would get 10% off of your order. So there's a place for a discount code when you're checking out.
Not in the comments section.
Right.
We've had some people put it there
because
I won't
discount.
apply it, and so then I have to do a refund. It's
a little more complicated.
We can fix it, but right when you're where the payment section is, there's a place where you can put either gift cards or coupon codes, things like that. So that's where you want to put that.
Yep.
And we do them in all capital letters, and Ange puts them along the bottom.
I do, right down here.
Yeah. So that's Ange's pick of the week.
That's my pick of the week. Yeah.
So
what's your pick of the week?
My pick of the week is for another kit. And
kits have been super popular.
At this time of year especially.
Yeah.
Just because, all you have to do is add needles.
Mm-hmm.
And also they also make really nice gifts too. So this has been tried on a lot. So needs another good blocking. But this is a little fingerless mitt kit. And they're super, super cute. They are from the Alpaca Yarn Company. I'll put this one on so you guys can see it. And that's it on. It's only using two colors of yarn, so even though it's got this really nice argyle pattern, the kind of background color is or the main, I don't know, it's not the main color, but
it's a variegate, right?
It's variegated so that it gives more interest to it, so it looks more like a true argyle pattern. Super easy, quick knit. They do call it an intermediate pattern, which I would probably agree with. If you haven't done a lot of color work before, you do have to have a little bit of background information with that. And it is knit in the round, but they're really cute. I love the corrugated kind of rib that they do.
Well, we've got some really awesome colors.
We have tons of great colors. So they're all online. This so the kit is called Forget Not Mitts. So it's the Forget Not Mitt kit. So if you search for that on our website, you'll find it, and we'll also put it in show notes. So there's a really pretty red. This one's called Poison Apple.
So I think we'll make the coupon code really easy, where it's going to be Weekly Pick Kits.
Weekly Pick Kits. There you go.
So we have 2 kits going this week.
This is Hidden Glen.
I like that one.
Wait, you guys. This is perfect. This one is called Rhinebeck. And it's pretty, really pretty rust colors. So the skein, the variegated skein, is pretty similar between all of them because it works with all of them, which is kind of nice. But then you get these main colors that change out. This blue is really pretty. Sorry, they're all in plastic, so it's harder to see them. There's a really pretty green.
Yep. And those retail for $22.
Yeah, $22 to make the mitt, which is nice. And the instructions were good, and there's a really pretty purple, and then of course there's this one, which I think we still have this. This is because I made the sample in this one. It's the one that's the most popular. Yeah, so we sell through this one a lot. But they're really cute, and all the other colors are really pretty knit up too. So, and we do have the yellow one too, which is really cute. That's the one that's shown in that picture. So. Anyway, so that's our pick of the week this week. So Weekly Pick Kits
with an S,
and
it'll be down here.
Yeah, so 10% off either the kit that Ange is showing, the wrap, which is a really nice boucle, mohair boucle, or the fingerless mitt kits. So
awesome.
Yeah.
We can't use third time's a charm for the podcast title because we used it last week.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to skip, well, we have no finished objects, but we're also going to skip the works in progress section because basically Kelly and I are working on the exact same thing we were last week. And
I feel like I've heard this somewhere
I
before.
know, right? And we've made ridiculously slow progress.
And because I'm going to have a long car ride, I'm hoping that I'll have maybe an FO or something that I can show next time.
Yep.
And we'll see.
We'll see. So this is gonna be like the super weird episode
Because we've heard this a couple times.
Last week apparently wasn't enough. So anyway, we did have a question from the I'm calling it from the boards, but basically somebody messaged me on Ravelry. Betty from Hawaii. Hi, Betty. Messaged me with a couple of questions about my fade sweater. Actually, I think she was specifically talking about the one I knit for Abigail, but the yarns were the same for the one I knit for myself. So I thought they were great questions, so we were going to touch on them on the podcast.
Because I think a lot more people would be interested.
I think so too.
Yeah.
I think so too. So the first question she had for me was, did I pre-soak my yarn? The answer is no. I probably should have, or at least the really dark purple. I probably should have pre-soaked that, or did a citric acid soak to set the dye, because I did get some discharge from, that sounds gross. I did. That sounds really gross.
It does sound bad.
Some color let loose. How's that? Is that better? Some color did let go on particularly my sweater.
Party in the soak bin.
There was a party in the soak bin, and some of the white that was up at the top of the sweater got some pink speckles on it from the purple at the bottom of the sweater. But given that it was a fade, it was totally fine. Now it's just gonna, this whole thing's just gonna start devolving really quickly.
Considering we started 2 hours ago and we have nothing to show for it.
No, we have like 10 minutes.
Of good quality.
We have 10 minutes of like the clip that we checked to make sure everything was working.
And it was working. We're like, yes, let's rock on.
And then we powered through for like an hour, and like we didn't want to.
Sorry, I just sabotaged us.
Apparently, you can't do Netflix on my phone and record it on my iPad at the same time, and use the microphone.
Because it's an in-service couple
my
days.
Kid's off of school, so I'm trying to entertain him.
So we can get through this. And now another.
So anyway, so here we are. We're actually without microphones, so if the sound quality is not what you are used to, it's because we're using the microphone that's on the iPad, because right now that seems to be the only thing that's working with limited interference. I don't know.
Bear with us, please.
Bear with us. I don't know what to tell anybody anymore. At least it's not staticky.
Yeah.
We don't think. I don't know. Because we're not doing this again. So if this one doesn't work, we'll figure something out.
We just have a photo montage.
I know,
right?
exactly. Woo! So, pre-soak yarns. I did not, but there's some great tutorials out there for using a citric acid soak, and I can't remember at this point if I've already told everybody that.
I don't think so, because it's been this is like the third time.
We'll have it linked in the show notes to Jasmine from the Knit More Girls. She's got a great blog post about doing a citric acid soak, and I'm not going to reinvent the wheel. So there are techniques out there to help set the dyes on a lot of indie dyed yarns, and even sometimes on some commercial yarns you can run into this.
Yeah.
But it's more traditionally with the indie dyed yarns that you run into this problem. So that was question number 1. Her question number 2 was, did you make a swatch? No. I'll swatch for basically anything, because apparently I like to fly by the seat of my pants. But specifically, Betty wanted to know if I made a swatch fading the colors and using them in sequence so I could see how they were going to work together or not. And I think that's a great question, and it's a great idea if you aren't quite sure how the colors are all going to work together, or if they're going to play nice with each other, or if you just have that one skein of yarn and you're like, I don't really know if this goes. Like, that's a great way to try to determine if it is going to work.
And using your swatch to test for color bleeding and color fastness and things like that is a great thing too, because I typically wash my swatch. So if I've used all the colors that I'm going to use in the garment in the swatch, and make big swatches. I mean, cause, you know, they don't have to be ridiculous, but you know, like a 6x6 is a good size swatch. And if you throw that in the wash, or however you're going to treat your final garment, throw it in the water, just like you would with your garment, and see if there's color bleeding, see if there's color transfer, you know, and then you can get a good idea whether or not you're going to have to do something with your yarns before you do the garment.
Exactly.
The whole garment out of it, because you wouldn't hate to, you know, throw something into the wash water and have your white stripes turn out to be pink or blue or whatever color you don't want them to be.
Exactly. So swatching is always a good idea, and definitely if you're trying to figure out a color sequence, can
I love
really
that
help
the
you.
non-swatcher said that.
I know, it's true. I don't do it.
Do as I say, not as I do, right?
Exactly. I am a parent. And it applies equally to parenting. So, you know, it's someday I might get convinced that I should swatch for everything. So far,
I'm going to keep working on her.
So far, I'm only convinced that swatches lie. And so, anyway, that's where I am. But that's me.
Yep. There's no knitting police.
No,
they're not going to come after you.
Nope. It's only a question of, is it going to fit you, your finished garment? Are you going to be happy with it? And if you that doesn't bother you, or you're like, yep, I knit lots of cardigans for a reason, then it's fine.
Yep.
Totally fine. So, thank you, Betty.
Yeah, thanks for your questions.
Those are great questions, and I hope we answered them. If they sparked follow-up questions or we didn't quite answer what you were looking for, let us know, and we can talk about it next week or on a follow-up episode.
And if anybody else has questions, feel free to either email us or send us messages. And we also, in our Ravelry board, we've got the thread that's what do you want to hear about. And so if you have any other questions, we've had people ask us to talk about ball winders and swifts before, or just other general technical questions, or if they want us to review something that, you know, we might have in the store. We're happy to do all of that. And, you know, that's something that we want to do anyway. It's just, you know, if there's something in particular that you guys want to see or hear or whatnot, let us know, because we'd love to do that.
Exactly.
So.
And in the store, the classes are up. They will start the weekend after Rhinebeck, so this coming next weekend. Is that the 28th?
28th.
The classes start. You don't hear us talk about the Rhinebeck bus again because too late.
It's loaded up.
Or it's ready to go on Saturday.
We've got food ordered for breakfast, so
it'll be good. Hopefully everybody has a good time.
I think so.
Bus sounds like a sweet ride. It's gonna be amazing.
It's a really nice luxury motor, big touring type bus.
Style.
Yeah. So I think it'll be comfy for everybody. You know, for 4 hours down and 4 hours back. You want it to be kind of comfy.
Yeah, with a bathroom and Wi-Fi.
Yeah, there is bathroom, there's Wi-Fi, so you guys can be Instagramming your pictures of everything you saw and did. Which I can't wait to see because it's so funny.
Super cool.
Even though I go every year,
there's stuff that you don't
There's
see.
stuff that you don't see, and then you're like, see it on Instagram, like the following day.
How did I miss that? I know.
I know.
Exactly. We do have our Rhinebeck Cablealong that's still going on through the weekend. So keep your posts coming in the Ravelry Finished Objects thread, and also on Instagram with our hashtag MLY Rhinebeck Along.
And there's lots of good prizes to be had from that.
Some of which will be coming back from Rhinebeck this weekend.
Yeah. Be sure to enter and use the appropriate hashtags if you do so on Instagram.
Yep.
And what else?
We have a giveaway.
We do.
We have a giveaway.
Told you guys about this last week, but we're going to remind you about it.
Plug it again this week. We have one pattern. And if you
Not for all of you.
If you don't know why that's funny, go watch the last episode. We have one pattern that
for one of you
that Jen Sheelan very generously donated. It's her Enchanted Forest Pool shawl. It's a 3-color, nice, like circular shawl.
It's pretty.
It's very lovely. Would work well with variegated yarn and a couple of solids. Like, just stunning. And we showed some of the color combinations last week that had worked really well. So if you would like to participate in this giveaway, please go over to, if it's not one thing, it's something else. The lights just went off. Head over to our Ravelry group, and we have a thread started for the giveaway. And all you have to do to enter is tell us what your favorite mythical creature is or your favorite fairy tale.
Yep.
So.
And be sure to check out, Jen has a YouTube channel, so be sure to head on over to YouTube if you're not watching us on YouTube. If you're watching us on some other
iTunes or
our website, head on over and check out Jen's YouTube channel too.
Yep.
And I know she did a shorter video showing the shawl and talking about the shawl and her inspiration. So go on over and check out that. I think if you just type in her name, it'll come right up.
Awesome.
So
awesome.
yeah.
So the Must Love Yarn Crew is going to be at Needles Up, India Untangled, and Rhinebeck this weekend. So look for Kelly with Silent Ange. So we're going to hashtag this. Come take your picture with Kelly and Silent Ange. We're going to hashtag this Silent Ange and also hashtag Must Love Yarn Podcast. For a chance to win fun prizes. We can also promise you that on Saturday there will be some more shenanigans happening.
Yes, there will be. So come find me at the Podcaster Meetup, me and Silent Ange. We will be at the Podcaster Meetup at 1 o'clock on the hill.
Yep.
If you don't know where the hill is, there are 2 gates to get into Rhinebeck.
Just look for the crazy lady on a stick.
Just look for me toting a crazy lady around. Or maybe I'm the crazy lady and she's toting me out. I don't know. So there's 2 gates to get into Rhinebeck. It's the lower gate, which is technically the main entrance gate. The other one is called the 4-H gate, which is up further. The hill is kind of in between those 2 gates. Yep. It's a hill, a big grassy hill.
With a lot of people standing around. Like, that's really what you have to look for.
Yeah, because actually the Ravelry meetup
is right
before. It's at noon, and then the Podcaster Meetup is at 1.
Yep.
So if you see just a kind of a hill with lots of people standing around on it, that's it.
Yep. that would be the one. So look for these guys. But they're also going to be making appearances at Needles Up and India Untangled. So
get your picture taken with us and use the hashtags, and we're going to put them on down below Angela's face. And so you'll have the hashtags on here to remind you.
Yep.
But we're going to draw prizes for that. So if you guys get your picture taken with us.
And keep an eye out for further shenanigans on Saturday.
More shenanigans.
Because there will be some more shenanigans on Saturday.
Shenanigans on Saturday.
Always shenanigans.
That's what we do.
It is.
We have so much fun doing this.
Yes, we do.
Really.
We do. When the technology works.
Yeah. Otherwise, I want to be like, ah! Not because it's your face, but just because I want to hit something.
Because you want to hit something. Yeah.
Hit the iPad.
The iPad. Why you no work? Ridiculous. Yeah. So anyway, hysterical. So I don't think I told a story in the hour-long one that we did, but
apparently I waved you around. And
one of our new products in the store is, we'll just jump ahead a little bit, is Quince & Co. So we're a Quince & Co. flagship store.
Yes, we are. We're very excited about that.
We can't sell online, sorry, but you can call us if you want us. We can ship it. We just can't put it on our website.
Correct.
When all 5 boxes of Quince showed up, we have a picture on Instagram of like the 5 boxes and Kelly, and she's holding my face on a stick. And so I was showing my husband. I was like, "Look, our new yarn's here! I'm all excited." And he's like, "What? What is that? Is that your face?" And I said, "Yeah." And he goes, "Why is your face on a stick?" And I was trying to explain it to him, and I was just getting that like, "What?" It was like the WTF face. And so I was just like, whatever, it's fine. Don't worry about it.
Our husbands by now are so used to our shenanigans.
You would think so.
You would think they'd just like
that
be like, whatever.
Would even faze him. And he was just very perturbed. and didn't understand. So I'm glad all of you understand and think it's funny. Or we hope you think it's funny. We think it's funny. I don't know.
Yeah.
People keep watching the show, so we assume you think we're funny.
Everybody likes that we crack ourselves up.
Okay, that's good.
Mm-hmm.
That's good.
Good thing.
Hi, Mr. William. I know, you're being very patient. Thank you.
We're almost
done.
there. We're
I'm
almost there.
waiting so I can watch your show.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, thank you.
So,
So keep an eye out.
Oh!
Yes.
yes.
We also have someone very generously sent us some project bags
Mm-hmm.
for prizes for our Rhinebeck along
Yes.
that we're doing. So Katie Reno sent us some project bags, and she has an Etsy store.
She does. And her Etsy store is Kitty's Creations Shop, and she's also on Facebook and Instagram.
Okay.
With under that same name, so Katie's Creations Shop, and so we'll put all her info here for you. I won't put her card up because it has her email and her phone number and all that stuff.
As always, she has made these awesome bags.
Mhm. So she's got a bunch more sizes than just the ones she sent us so kindly to give away on the podcast. So you guys will
Yeah.
see these
Probably next week.
as prizes coming up. So there's this is the Notions pouch. This is her medium bag, and she does some different styles. So she's got the handle on this one. She's got a little D-ring here, and these have the stiffer interfacing on them, so they're a little bit more of a sturdy bag. But she also uses like the fleece interfacing type stuff. So another Notions bag, and this one has a little ribbon loop,
Yep.
and then this one has a nice twill tape loop.
Yep.
And she uses really cute contrasting fabric on coordinating, I should say,
Yeah.
on the inside. This one is little sheep knitting
Nice.
sheets, and it's really cute. And these, especially the softer ones, you can roll down and use kind of like a little project bucket.
Awesome.
So you can have it sitting on the couch next to you, or a table, or wherever you're working, and have it sitting like this, and just kind of pull your yarn out as you go, and
Nice.
so it sits really nicely. And she does the box pleat in the bottom, so they do sit really well too.
Nice.
So
thank you, Katie.
Thank you, Katie.
for reaching out. We actually are probably going to be contacting you. I think she's a podcast watcher about another project that we have in mind.
yes,
So
it's
as
super secret right now.
super secret.
So
As
we
you
can't
know,
tell you guys.
Kelly and I like to business plan on the podcast. So Katie, we're going to be reaching out to you about a project coming up for 2018.
Yeah, we got to get through this weekend, which is going to be crazy. But then we'll reach out to you either by email, or we'll give you a call or something.
So super exciting.
so cute.
So cute.
Look at those
Bags
legs.
are great. So thank you for sending this stuff.
I have to steal one.
Oh.
No, I'm gonna have it.
No.
You're going to have to Russell William for it.
We have to teach him how to knit if he's going to have a project
I
bag.
know, right?
So I
We were working on your knitting this
I already
morning,
know
weren't we?
how to knit.
Awesome.
I already know how to knit.
We were working on it this morning.
So thanks again to Katie, and
Yes.
we'll put all her information here and in show notes so you can reach her. She's got
Yep.
an Etsy store,
Absolutely.
and we'll be doing hopefully some things with her in the very near future.
Absolutely.
So
And so, as we mentioned, we are now a Quince & Co. flagship store. Yay!
we have 5 different of the quince yarns right now. We have Owl, which is a worsted weight alpaca wool blend. We have Lark, which is a 100% American wool. Chickadee, which the Lark is a worsted as well. Chickadee, which is a sport DK, 100% American wool. Tern, which is a wool silk blend. That's a fingering weight. And Finch, which is another fingering weight, and that's 100% American wool.
Yep.
They're beautiful.
Yep.
We've got some really great colors in of their yarns. So come on in and check them out.
Yeah.
They're really, really lovely.
Yeah.
And if you didn't see on Instagram, I posted on our Must Love Yarn
The wall of
Instagram
quince.
account. Yeah, the whole wall of quince. So
No, I don't-
check those out.
So, and we also, our Madeline Tosh order has just shown up. So we presume that by
I haven't even opened the box yet.
By the time this podcast airs, maybe, or I'll be dealing with it tomorrow, that it may be out. Or
Yeah, we're gonna
not.
try.
We'll try hard.
We'll try.
So, Because we have the Twist Light.
Twist Light and then
The
Tosh Sport,
Sport.
which came in. We have Vintage on order, but they're having some supply issues with the Vintage, which is a worsted weight
Okay.
base.
Yep.
And as soon as they get it in, they're going to go through the backlog of orders they have, and wherever our order falls in that grouping,
Okay.
We'll eventually get it.
Eventually
in,
get it.
so.
But if we can't get it, it means anybody else that's trying to order can't get it either
No.
right now. So, but we'll let you know as soon as it comes
Yeah.
in.
Yeah, but we do have the Sport and the fingering weight in the meantime.
Awesome. Excellent.
Yeah, I feel like there's something else I was going to talk about.
I probably, but who knows? Who knows at this point?
Who knows?
Who knows?
One of the things that we talked about that kind of got cut out is we got a very lovely comment Ange did on her project that she's working on, the Sweet Pea dress.
Oh yeah.
From Mina, and I don't know if Mina is a regular watcher or not, but thank you, Mina,
Yes, thank you.
for checking that out.
That's very nice.
And I've got an upcoming project of Mina's that I'm thinking of doing. Her recently released hat. It's a Harry Potter inspired
Yeah.
hat that she did. That I'm thinking I'm going to use some legacy fiber arts for.
Awesome.
So if you haven't checked out Mina, she's got the Knitting Expat podcast, and she also has Knitting Expat Designs.
Yep.
She writes some really lovely patterns. Sorry. And so check those out. She hasn't been knitting for too terribly long, but she's an amazingly accomplished knitter because she's been working through it. So I'm gonna let Ange
I'm gonna
talk.
take over. So the last thing, we did have one more thing to cover. We have a series of shout outs for people who have come into the store and are podcast watchers and have let us know that. So Lori from New Hampshire. So hi Lori.
Hi, Lori.
Thank you for coming in.
Yeah.
We have a shout out to Suzanne in Rhode Island.
And we heard that Suzanne's
heard
gonna try to catch up with us at Rhinebeck. So
Yeah.
please do.
Yeah. Take a picture. Tag it with a hashtag.
Me and Silent Ange.
Yes. And we also have a shout out to Sandy from New Jersey who stopped into the store recently.
Yeah. Hi, Sandy.
Hi.
So yeah, if any of you guys are going to be at Rhinebeck, come and find me and take a picture with me and Silent Ange. And so yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, we'd love to say hi to you guys, and
Exactly.
then maybe Ange and I will both be next year, and we can catch up with all of you. Although
Yep.
it's a little tricky with the store,
Yep.
but
As we've been finding. But again, shenanigans.
it's
on
all lots of fun.
Saturday.
Shenanigans on Saturday. So
And I don't
always
know.
shenanigans.
I will give a prize to the first person that guesses before shenanigans on Saturday what shenanigans are going to be.
Wow.
Does anyone have any thoughts on what Kelly and I could be up to?
Knitting.
Long
them.
distance shenanigans.
Post them in the comment section. And if I see the right answer before Saturday,
Wait, where is the
I will make sure you get a prize.
Okay,
How's that?
that's pretty spiffy.
Challenge issued.
Oh boy.
This is what happens when we have to reshoot. Fun stuff
Over
happens.
and over and over again. I know, right? So I think that's about
with
it
that,
for
we
this time.
should probably wrap up.
Yeah.
Hopefully
it's
we've
kinda-
got good sound because we're
Let's
not
hope
doing
so.
it again.
'Cause, yeah. I think that's all we've got. So
Thank
thank
you for stopping.
to returning viewers for sticking with us through all of our issues that we've been facing lately. But we're hoping this is going to be okay enough. I won't even say good. And to any of our new viewers, we hope that you like the content. We're working on the sound, seeing if we can get that back to where it was. We don't know what happened with the microphone and the interference we've been having. We're still trying to work through that, so bear with us. And if you're interested in subscribing and you're watching through YouTube, you can subscribe down below. iTunes, you can also subscribe and you'll get notifications when new episodes come out.
Yep.
So thanks
Exactly.
so much,
Thank
guys.
you.
And we'll see you next
soon.
time.
Bye. might try an episode with just the iPad thingy, because we just shot a whole hour with background interference. We're super happy.
And then we reshot a second segment,
We had
a short segment.
no
and there was
sound.
no sound.
Yeah. Seriously, I'm almost to the point where I'm like, they're gonna get like a video montage with like no sound, or a picture montage with no sound. With just, it's like the silent video, the completely silent video.
Silent movie days.
Silent movie days.
Where they just put in little titles and then have dramatic music.
That's kind of what I feel like we should do. So, William,
What?
what are we going to talk about on the podcast today?
I don't know.
You don't know? Do you like to knit?
No, not
No,
really.
not really. What do you like to do?
Play football and sports.
Yeah. Like to run around outside?
Yeah,
Yeah. Do you like coming to the knitting store?
yeah.
Yeah. What's your favorite part about coming to the yarn store?
You.